Did you know there's only one country in all Central America where English is the official language? That country is Belize. I chose Belize because my mom is from Belize, and we have been several times throughout my life where I get to experience firsthand the cultural practices, along with learning about different cultural experiences from my family who lives there. Knowing more about this diverse culture will provide you with a broadened perspective on how unique societies coexist and thrive. Plus, it can enhance your appreciation for different cultures around the world and the differences in how others live compared to others, including yourself. Today, I'm going to talk about how Belize's celebrations, religious community, and education systems intertwine to reflect its unique history and heritage. Let's begin with the lively and colorful celebrations that play a big role in Belizean culture. Belize has multiple celebrations throughout the month of September to celebrate their independence from Great Britain, but the celebrations start with Carnival. Carnival is one of Belize's biggest celebrations. It is celebrated on the Saturday after St. George's Key Day, which is on September 10th. According to Belize'sLivingHeritage.com, Carnival marks the transition from the norms of everyday community life to the more somber penitential practices of the Lenten season. So Carnival is essentially a way to reset before the Lenten season, which is a time of prayer, fasting, and giving for the Catholics in Belize. Here are pictures of what you may see on the day of Carnival. The people who participate spend months in advance hand-making and perfecting their costumes for the day of the celebration. Now, when we look at the history behind Carnival, it is based on one of the biggest battles in Belizean history, which is the Battle of St. George's Key. This day is a celebration of the day that a crew of British settlers, buccaneers, and slaves came together to defeat the Spaniards from taking over the land of Belize. The battle took place from September 3rd to 10th in 1798. This is such a grand celebration due to the fact that the Spaniards had previously attempted to take over the land 6 times before that. But thankfully, after the battle in 1798, the Spaniards never tried to take over the land again. This led to a countrywide holiday to remember those brave heroes who came together and fought to protect their country. Now let's talk about the religious aspects of the Belizean culture. The main religion in Belizean culture is Roman Catholic, and women play a major role in this culture's religion. According to state.gov, the U.S. government estimates the population at 412,000, and that was mid-year 2022. And according to the most recent census from 2022, Roman Catholics are the largest religious group, accounting for 40% of the Belize population. Now, Roman Catholic is a Christian religion that is directly tied to the Pope in Rome. These Catholic churches in Belize are often seen as a sanctuary for the poor, as they are open all day for people in need. Now, but majority of people go to these churches every Sunday for Mass in the morning and evening. Now, the main aspect of this religion, as seen in this culture, is that women make up most of the church and men rarely play a role in religion. These are pictures of the Roman Catholic Church that my aunt goes to. It is called the Divine Mercy Church. Now, there are many duties that women in church fulfill for their community. For example, they volunteer in their free time. Now, most of these women are not rich themselves, but still find ways to help provide for those who are less fortunate than them. For example, my aunt is a part of a group that is building shelters for battered women where they can live and stay for free. In this culture, they give more than they receive and are still extremely happy with their lives. Women also play a role in helping the priest prepare the church on Sundays. And if you ever walked into one of these churches, you would see that most of the children are brought by their mothers, and most of the people in attendance are women. Let's move on to education and how religion plays a role in the school system. Education systems in Belize are set up similarly to those of other developing nations, but the difference is the role that religion plays in the school. Pamela Cook stated, Belize, like many developing countries in a post-colonial context, has an education system that is based upon the characterization of a direct teacher format or a structured traditional style of teaching. The levels of education in Belize include infant 1 and 2, and then standard 1 through 6. And their standard 6 is like our 8th grade, so once students complete that, they transition to a high school. Now, classrooms in Belize are often set up like those in America in the sense that there are desks and chairs for the children to sit at. But there are many differences in the way these schools are run. For starters, children stay in the same room for all subjects until high school. Another difference is that there's no cafeteria in these schools, so children either bring their lunch from home and eat outside, or they walk back home to eat lunch. They also do not have computers in these classrooms at all, so most of the instructional learning is taught by chalkboard. Now, Belize's education system differs from other developing countries as religion is implemented into everyday school life. Religion is a subject that is taught in every classroom and practiced in schools daily. Now, in Catholic schools, once students transition to the high school level, most go to an all-boys school or an all-girls school. These are real pictures of my aunt's classroom in Belize, and as you can see, in Catholic schools, religion is a big part of learning. Now, celebrations, religion, and education all play a big role in the Belizean culture. Today we have discussed how these celebrations, religion, and education in Belizean culture tie together to create a cohesive and vibrant environment. Knowing about different cultures can provide you with a more in-depth perspective on the world and how different cultures can create different lifestyles. Without the intertwining of these cultural celebrations, religious communities, and education systems, Belize would not have the close-knit community that is connected through culture and history like they do today. Thank you.
Yay.